Today we are talking about something that could truly change your life. Have you ever wondered why some people are constantly unlucky while others seem to be swimming in happiness and success? What if I told you that the secret to your happiness and wealth lies in the things you accept or reject? Imagine that you had the power to ward off negative energy and attract only positive vibrations into your life. That you finally activate this flow of positivity that leads you to the success and prosperity you deserve. This is exactly what you will learn today in this video. I will show you the 4 gifts you should never accept if you want to attract abundance and prosperity into your life. These seemingly harmless things carry an invisible energy that can sabotage all your efforts. So if you want to understand why luck may have slipped away from you until now, and how you can change that, make sure to stay until the end of the video. I promise you, what you are about to discover could be the turning point in your life. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more life-changing content. So let's start with the first gift you should never accept. Salt. Sounds strange, right? This spice that you use every day has much more meaning than you think. Imagine you are sitting at the table with friends and someone hands you the salt shaker saying, "Here, take some salt." Completely normal, right? Think again. This simple moment can have more effect than you believe. Salt is not just a spice. In many cultures, it is considered a conductor of energy. And I don't mean electricity, but emotional and spiritual energy. For thousands of years, salt has been used in rituals for cleansing, protection, and even exorcisms. Our ancestors knew that salt has the ability to absorb and store energy. So if someone touches the salt before giving it to you, it absorbs part of their energy, whether positive or negative. When you accept this salt, you also take on their energy. And that can become a problem. Everyone carries stress, anger, or sadness inside. And all these emotions can be transferred through salt. If you accept salt from someone who is going through a hard time, you might unconsciously take in their negative energy. This vibration can stay with you for a long time. You may feel tired, irritable, or simply in a bad mood without knowing why. Don't worry, I'm not saying you should avoid salt. I just recommend that you handle it more consciously. If someone offers you salt, politely decline and take it yourself instead. Your energy balance will thank you. And if you want to go even further, you can create your own little cleansing ritual. Leave a new pack of salt overnight in the moonlight or bless it with your own positive thoughts. This way, you ensure that the salt carries only your energy. It's the little things that matter when it comes to protecting and strengthening your energy. Refusing salt is a simple but powerful step toward a more positive and successful life. Now let's move on to the second gift you should never accept: mirrors. Mirrors fascinate us because they show us our own image, but they are much more than just reflective surfaces. In many cultures, mirrors have long been considered mystical objects, gateways to other dimensions. Some even believe that they reflect the soul and reveal our true nature. But their power goes far beyond what we see. Mirrors have a very special ability. They absorb the energy around them and reflect it. You can think of them as sensitive energy sensors. Imagine you are at home in your living room and a beautiful mirror hangs on the wall. This mirror not only shows you your reflection when you walk by, but it constantly absorbs the energy of the room, your emotions, your thoughts, the atmosphere of your home. Now imagine someone gives you a mirror, maybe an old beautiful mirror. Sounds like a great gift, right? But have you ever thought about what kind of energy this mirror may have absorbed over the years? If it's brand new from the store, it's not a problem. But if it has long been in someone else's possession, things get interesting and sometimes tricky. This mirror has witnessed all the moments of its former owners, joy, but also sadness, anger, fear. All these energies are stored in it. And when you bring it into your home, you invite these foreign energies in. It's like opening your front door wide and letting in a group of strangers, some friendly, others less so. Only you don't know beforehand who brings what. Maybe the mirror belonged to someone who went through a difficult time, arguments, loneliness, depression. All that negative energy is still in it. and once it hangs in your house, it can affect your own mood. Have you ever felt uncomfortable in a room without knowing why? Or noticed that your mood changes when you enter a certain space? That can be connected to the energy of objects, including mirrors. But mirrors not only store energy, they also amplify it. That's why in Chinese feng shui they are used with caution. When placed correctly, they can amplify positive energy, but if they stand in the wrong place, they also reflect and amplify negative vibrations. So, what should you do if someone wants to give you a mirror? Very simple. Politely refuse and say that you prefer to choose your mirrors yourself, for personal reasons. Most people will understand that, and if you already have mirrors at home and don't know where they came from, don't worry, you can cleanse them energetically. Wipe them with salt water, carefully so as not to damage the frame. Place them for a few hours in the sun or moonlight. Or use incense, such as sage or Palo Santo, to clear the energy. The most important thing is to realize the power mirrors have. They are not just decorations, but tools that influence the energy in your home. If you choose and treat them with mindfulness, they can bring only positive things into your life. Now let's move on to the third gift you should never accept: used mattresses. Your bed is your retreat, your safe place after a long day. You spend about a third of your life there. But have you ever thought about what kind of energy your mattress stores? Imagine this: you lie in bed ready to fall asleep. Your breathing slows down, your body relaxes. At that very moment, you are most receptive to the energies around you, and the mattress is in direct contact with you. Mattresses are like huge sponges. They absorb not only sweat and heat, but also your emotions, dreams, and nightmares. Every night, they take in a piece of your energy. Now imagine someone offers you a used mattress, maybe a friend who is moving, or you find a cheap offer online. Sounds tempting, right? But think twice. This mattress has witnessed countless nights, full of joy, sadness, arguments, reconciliation, sleeplessness, nightmares. All of that is still energetically there. And that's not all. Mattresses also store sexual energy, one of the strongest energies of all. So if it belonged to a couple, you can imagine how much of it is inside. When you sleep on such a mattress, you are literally lying in someone else's energy. And maybe you've already noticed that you sleep differently in a hotel or at someone else's home. You have strange dreams or wake up more often. That's because of the foreign energy of the mattress. If you sleep like that every night, it can affect your sleep quality, your dreams, and even your mood in the long term. You wake up tired, irritable, or sad without knowing why. And remember, sleep is incredibly important for body and mind. During this time, you regenerate. Your brain processes experiences and emotions. That's why it's crucial that you sleep in an environment free of foreign energy. In short, a used mattress may be cheap, but it can become expensive for your energy, your sleep, and your inner balance. If your sleep is disturbed by negative energy, it can have serious consequences. It affects your whole life. So what should you do if someone offers you a used mattress? The answer is simple: politely decline. Explain that you prefer to choose your own mattress for comfort and hygiene reasons. Most people will understand. And if you already have a used mattress at home, don't worry, you can cleanse its energy. For example, by sprinkling baking soda on it. It absorbs odors and impurities. Then let the mattress air out for a few hours and vacuum it thoroughly. You can also use cleaning sprays with essential oils, or even call someone who specializes in energetic cleansing. What matters is being aware of the energy your mattress stores. After all, you spend about a third of your life on it, in a state where body and mind are especially open. A new mattress means fresh, pure energy, only yours. And remember, if you want to get rid of your old mattress, don't just pass it on, because with it you also pass on all the energy it has absorbed. And that's surely not something you want to give to anyone. Take good care of your sleeping place. Choose a mattress that truly belongs only to you and create a calm, positive sleeping environment. Your body and mind will thank you. Now let's move on to the fourth and last gift you should never accept: used wallets and handbags. Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to have money while others are constantly struggling to make ends meet? What if the answer lies in your wallet or handbag? Imagine this: your best friend just bought a new bag and gives you her old one, or your grandmother wants to give you your grandfather's old leather wallet. Sounds like a nice gesture, right? But wait a moment before you say yes, because wallets and handbags are not just accessories, they are containers of our financial energy. They hold our money, our cards, our IDs, everything related to our material and personal security. Every time you open your wallet, energy flows in. Every time you pay, count your money, or think about finances, this bag absorbs your thoughts and emotions. So when you accept a used wallet or bag, you also take on the energy of the previous owner. If that person had debts, financial worries, or stress about money, all of that is in this item, and you bring it into your own life. It's like taking on someone else's financial burden. Maybe you suddenly notice that your money disappears faster, or that you feel uncomfortable about finances without really knowing why. Money is connected with strong emotions, with our beliefs about abundance, value, and security. If you use a used wallet, you may unconsciously also adopt the money beliefs of the previous person. For example, if they believed that money is bad, or that wealth can only be achieved through dishonesty, this energy can transfer to you. So what should you do if someone wants to give you a used wallet or bag? Simple. Politely decline and explain that you prefer to choose such personal items yourself. Most people will respect that. And if you already accepted such an item, you can still energetically cleanse it. Leave it for a few hours in the sun or moonlight. Gently wipe it with salt water without damaging the material. Put a new banknote or a citrine stone inside. It is considered a symbol of wealth and abundance. The most important thing is to realize your wallet and handbag are more than just objects. They are energetic mirrors of your relationship with money. That's why you should always choose a new one meant only for you and fill it with your positive thoughts and intentions. Each time you open it, imagine it filling with prosperity. Treat it with respect, like a tool that supports you on your path to greater abundance. And that brings us to the end of our topic, the 4 gifts you should never accept: salt, mirrors, used mattresses, and used wallets or handbags. These seemingly harmless things can have a huge impact on your energy and well-being. It's not about being suspicious or rejecting all gifts. It's about consciously choosing what energy you allow into your life. Every object you own carries a vibration. If you pay attention to these subtle details, you can create an environment that supports you, strengthens you, and fills you with positive energy. So, if someone offers you one of these things, remember this video. Take a moment to think about the energy behind it. And don't be afraid to kindly say no if it doesn't feel right. Your energy is valuable. Protect it, nurture it, and you will see how your life changes positively. If this video has made you aware of how important energy is in our everyday life, then share it with friends and family. Maybe it will help them change their lives too. And if you've already had your own experiences with these things or have tips on how to protect your energy, feel free to write them in the comments. I always read them with joy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss more videos about energy, awareness, and personal growth. Thank you for staying until the end. Take good care of yourself and your energy. See you in the next video.